Hello everyone, welcome to the programming in C class. As we have discussed in the previous classes, that we have discussed in a previous class like a formatted input output statement. In this class, we will see about what is the decision making and the if statement for solving a decision making statement. What does decision making? Yes, if you have any condition, then on that condition, whether the desirable values are going to be meeting the condition, then condition will be true, otherwise it will be false. The decision making structure requires that the grammar specifies one or more conditions to be evaluated or tested by the program along with a statement or statements to be executed if the condition is determined to be true, and optionally other statements to be executed if the condition is determined to be false. That is what we are having as a decision making and if statement we are having. For decision making we are having there are many statements to test work with the decision making. The first type is the if statement. What does if statement? An if statement consists of a boolean expression followed by one or more statements. Okay, it is going to be like if it is true, then one statement will be executed. If else statement, it is performing on both true and false. If statement, an if statement can be followed by an optional else statement which executes when the boolean expression is false. Okay, even true and false both the statements if we consider, then it is called as an if else statement. Then nested if we are having. You can use one if or else if statement inside the another if statement is called as an nested if. If within another statement we are using, if you are using another if, then it is called as a nested if statement. Then next we are having switch statement, which allows the variables to be tested for equality against the list of values. There are list of values. Depends on the list of values. If it is matching to that list, then that statements are executed. That is what switch statement we are having. And nested switch. You can also use like the switch, one switch inside the another switch, like that. That is a nested. These are the some of the types of decision making statements we are having. In today's class, in this video, we will see about only if statement. What is the if statement, what is the flow of if statement, what is the syntax of if statement, and one example. If statement. An if statement consists of a boolean expression followed by one or more statements. Like a boolean expression will be like it's a we are going to be having greater than, less than, or is equal to, equality signs and all. We are using whatever the operators were discussed that I can use here. Then if this is true, then this block is going to be executed, otherwise the rest of the statements are going to execute. See here, if we are having a condition, then if condition is true, then the set of code will be executed, otherwise the flows goes out. So that is what a if statement syntax. Here is one example. Hash include stdio.h int main and int a is equal to 10, which is a local declaration, and then we are testing a condition whether a is less than 10. What is the a value? 10. 10 is less than 20. Whether it is true or false? Yes, it is true. Then it prints the message a is less than 20. Suppose if I take a is equal to 40, then what happens? 40 less than 20, condition fails. Then it does not print this one. It goes here. The value of a is a 40. So it prints like that, and then it returns from the result. Yes, of course. What will be the result now? Yes, a is less than 20. But this statement always executes a value. What is a value? Because this if statement only we are having for this purpose. Okay, this statement executes whenever true, and this statement always on both, whether it is true or false, this statement will be executed. On else part we haven't written, so all the statements will be executed. It comes out of the control. That's it. So that is what the output of the program. So let us try with the this one, programming in C. We will just check it out in a turbo C. We'll implement and we'll check how does it is going to be executed, and what if else statement will be executed. Okay, I think this is visible. Okay, so we have a we'll use new file. Okay, so I'll use one comment. So block of comments you can use, or single line comment. Here I am using demonstrate demo on if statement, right? I use a comment line, so it's a single line comment, so 2 forward slash, and then you can use it as a hash include. Okay, stdio.h, it's a preprocessor for what purpose? Yes, for a standard input output .h. People read it as studio.h and then make a mistake in the same way. It's not a studio, it is a stdio.h. Okay, and then another I'll use for console input output, that is conio.h, and we don't want any global declarations. Directly I will go for the main statement, right? If it turns to the white color, what I told you, yes, it is a keyword. Okay, so then every main, after immediately main, it should be open brace, because it says that it is a statement. Like int a is equal to 10 as has shown in the program. Okay, so then what we are using, we use a CLR SCR. Always it should be used after the declaration part. CLR SCR always should be used after the local declaration part. Local variable declaration ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. And then we are using the if condition. If a less than 20, okay, we are testing a condition. So if true, what must happen? It should be print a message. Okay, I'll print here if it's true, or else a value is less than 20. Okay, I'll print like this, then bracket complete semicolon. So we are see, it's a optional. If you are having single statement, you can give open and close bracket, or if you don't want, you cannot, you leave it also. So that we are having. Then printf a value of a is, okay, I should use format specifier %d. Why? Because value of a is %d I'm using. Then what I should pass the parameter a. If you use like this, then a will be passed to the %d. This is a integer format specifier, because I declared a as an integer. That's why we are using here format specifier as a. Okay, so then printf, and then we have to use a getch for consoling, getting into the, by pressing any key you can get into the console editor mode. Then end of the program, that is closing brace. Okay, then you have to save first, that is a F2 to save. I'll save it as a demo if, right? But every C program should have a extension .c. Remember that. Okay, file name .c, demo C. See here, what are the keywords we are having? 3 keywords. One is void, int, if. All 3 keywords will be in a different color, that is a white color. So remember that. Okay, so we are having, these are the things. Let us try, compile and execute. If there is a one error, undefined symbol printf, might be I made a mistake in print, yeah, right, T is not used here, so use a T. Okay, control F9. See, you are displaying a value of a is 20, a value is less than 20 and value is 10, so it is continuously displaying. Why? Because we have not used the backslash n, so you can use a backslash n. Now I'll change the value of a. Okay, I'll take it out like a 50. So then what will be the output? What will be the output? True statement will not execute. This statement is not going to be executed. Only next out of the condition will be executed. Yes, value of a is a 50. Okay, if I check it like 5, I'll make it a 5. Then yes, see, next line I have printed a value of a value is less than 20 and value of a is a 5. What is the value? This is how you can use a if statement. So if statement can also use for like a given number is the a is odd number or a is a even number. What is the condition to check that the value is even or odd? Yes, so you have to perform you have to find it a reminder, right? A mod 2, so you have to divide it with 2 and reminder must be what? Equal to 0, then a is even. Okay, let us check. See, value of a is 5. It is going to be, because 5 is not a even number, so the statement gets false. Here a mod 2 equal to 0. A mod andre 5 mod 2. Reminder becomes 1. 5 divided by 2 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ? ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ 1 ಬರ್ತದೆ. So that is not equal to 0. So this statement is not going to execute. It comes out of the condition and then it prints like this. Suppose if I give now the even number, like if I give 10, then see, a is a even number, value of a is 10. Understood? So on every execution this statement is going to execute, but this statement executes only if statement is true. Otherwise this statement is not going to execute. Hope you understood, and thank you for watching the video. Thank you.